Travel the highways and byways of Missouri. Visit hill and dale. Go to Boot Hill or Foothills. Wherever you travel in our great state, you can find any number of towns whose name includes the word spring. We have springs that are Blue, Excelsior, Edgar, El Dorado, Jericho, and even a Lock Springs. Some springs are by mills, another smells like sulfur, one is sweet, and another by a willow. With all this running water, there's not a single Missouri town named for a fall. But this time every year, Bedford Falls seeps into our imagination and fills the cable channels. And why not? After all, it's a wonderful life. Aren't there Bedford Falls all around our state? People building communities, meeting needs, working together and creating hope? Doesn't this story happen in places we know, communities where we work? Not just in December, but all year long? It happens not just on television, but in our schools, our neighborhoods, in our children and families, and in our hearts. Imagine how things would be different if we, the state's community partnerships, were not around. If we had never been born. It's quite a story. It's our story.
Now look, you mustn't talk like that. I won't get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all that you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody would be a lot better off. My wife and my kids and my friends. I mean, look, little fella, why you go off and haunt somebody else?
No, now you don't understand. I've got my job.
Oh, shut up, will you?
Oh, this isn't going to be so easy. Yeah, so you still think killing yourself would make everyone feel happier, eh?
Well, I don't know. I guess you're right. I suppose it'd been better if I'd never been born at all.
I think one thing is really positive about the caring communities is we're not repeating things everywhere. You know, we don't have 5 people in the same community trying to do one thing. We're joining together now and we're combining together, and all the people's ideas are coming together through caring communities, and I believe we're getting more effective because of that.
We call that system reform, but it really now has evolved into really just an exciting way for Missouri to work in the neighborhoods, work in the communities, and try to get some things done that maybe they hadn't been able to before.
I want to do something big and something important.
You know, George, I feel that in a small way we are doing something important. It's satisfying a fundamental urge. It's deep in the race for a man to want his own roof and walls and fireplace. And we're helping him get those things in our shabby little office.
You're all businessmen here. Doesn't it make them better citizens? Doesn't it make them better customers? You said that what'd you say just a minute ago? They had to wait and save their money before they even thought of a decent home? Wait for what?
People are involved and stay involved because they honest to goodness believe they can help change people's lives for the better. And that's a very rewarding kind of a thing for any of us that are Americans, because we believe in doing something for the less fortunate.
Do you know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? Just remember this, Mr. Potter, that this rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Well, is it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? Anyway, my father didn't think so. People were human beings to him, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
In the words of Stephen Grellet, I expect to pass through this world but once. Any good things, therefore, that I can do, any kindness that I can show a fellow being, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.